That's definitely the most Japanese sounding thing I've ever heard.
Well, what's really funny about that, Ryan, is that while we were listening, I did look up a little bit more about the artist, and it's stuff that I didn't find earlier. But he's actually from South Korea, so he's not Japanese.
Okay.
Which makes that comment even better. So, but yeah, I mean, it definitely has. It's like Japanime on steroids, right?
Exactly. It was like that very, Vocaloid sort of type of sound.
There's so much going on in there in terms of production. Like, I don't even know how you would begin to start crafting some of those sounds. Like, or like there's just breaks that I can't even think of. Like, I would not be able to, even as an electronic music producer, and I'm relatively new to electronic music production, even though I've been doing beats and stuff. But this type of music, I have not been working on for a long time. But this, like, I'm amazed by the sounds that this person is creating and fitting into some sort of musical structure, like still making it sound musical. Like, there's some really really great chord structure in there and catchy lines, like like there's little lines in there that are catchy and catch your ear, but amongst it there's just crazy like Skrillex, like wow wow wow, like crazy sounds. I don't even know how you would like start, like, oh, I know what it needs a wow. You know what I mean? I don't know how you would begin to even fathom that process. Yeah, it's baffling to me.
Well, and so much of it too is those tiny little like micro edited vocals and things like that like they're very rhythmic, and then sometimes they're also like super auto-tuned to like make to make melodies and things like that. And it's just like the amount of effort you were talking about, 30 hours to make a song. This, I can't even imagine how long it would take, just because every single one of those tiny little micro edits you have to finesse to be just right, exactly how you want it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it just seems insane.
Yeah, like, where did this person get this sample? Like, like, where do you get that sample? And then like you get it into some sort of like sampler and you start messing with it and adding all these effects to it. And it's like, how do you, there is a sound to it though. Like, I've heard other artists use these types of samples, and like, I don't understand how they're doing it. Like, where are they getting this person's sound? Like this a girl going, like, it's like one sample that everybody's using, but I just don't know what it is. That's kind of how I feel. Yeah.
The one secret, nobody wants you to know.
Yeah, the secret ingredient is this girl's voice sample that you can just go, like you can repeat it in different ways. I mean, I guess I could try to make it myself, which I've done. I've sampled myself doing stuff like that, and then just pitched it up. But it's like, I don't know. It's really, it's still, I mean, the most amazing part to me about this music is that it's still musical to me. It's still really musical.
Oh, yeah.
Inside with all this like crazy sound design going on, it's really got like catchy melodies, and I can remember them, And one of my favorite, I mean, this is kind of, I don't know exactly what you would call the sound. I think it's in future bass, but it's kind of borderline on kawaii bass, I think, which is a style that I'm particularly drawn to as well. And, the focus on that with kawaii bass is that you typically have very cute sounds in there, right? And that voice is cute. Like, the voice sample is very cute and catchy. It sounds like a little kid, like a little girl or something. But, there's typically like orchestral instruments in there as well, like mixed in the background, like chimes or like xylophones or marimbas or something like that. And I feel like there were some like chimes and strings in the background. And there's little moments in the music where it's just allowed to shine through when you're not bombarded with like huge electronic sounds, So, just amazing work.
Yeah, I don't know. There's almost no more to be said about it. I feel like it's just It's crazy. We don't know how to do it. We want to know how to do it.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to figure out. And I'll probably spend the next 20 years doing it, trying to figure out how to do that. And this guy's just like, well, all you got to do is
It'll
get a
be
Game
time
Boy
well
and
spent.
sample it. You know, I don't know. By the way, this artist also, Zek Wazetku is his name, Zek Wazetku. On his website, he has a really cool procedurally generated graphic in the middle of his website, which is really cool. Just thought I'd share that.
Oh yeah, that is neat. Yeah. All right, cool. Well, thanks for being on the show, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Ryan. It was really a lot of fun, and you know, it's always great to discover new music. And this is, I think, what's great about your podcast is that you're kind of just sharing. It's almost like two friends hanging out and just, hey, yeah, I found this song over the weekend. You got to hear this, and just sharing it, but put into this podcast format. I think it's a really great idea.
Thank you so much, man. That means a lot.
Sure thing.
Everybody remember, go stream Chop on all major streaming services. This has been the Fresh Finds Podcast, the show about listening to new music with good people.